1, 2, 3. There we go. There it is, the official groundbreaking of the Rosamond Event Center, 2016.
The second ReNewBiz grant we got, and then we also got $10,000 in a grant for materials for the event center. So we do have some funds available. It's going to take some more funds to get it done for sure, but we're very proud that we're going to be able to build this out for our community. I think it's going to help the downtown area a lot. We're looking at doing a number of different things, anything from concerts to farmers markets, maybe community plays, or work with the school district if they wanted to use it. We could host private parties on the property. So there's a multitude of different things that we can do. It's been a very busy 3 years for the Chamber. I'm very proud of all the work that we've done for our community. I think there's a lot more to do, and this event center is going to be a big thing for us. We're also looking at having a brick walkway coming in, so if you'd like to buy a brick and have your name permanently placed in the event center, that will be available. The price is like $125 for a brick, and we'll have a sidewalk coming up alongside a mural over there. So we do have a lot of plans for the event center. You know, we're looking at solar, getting donations for solar to put solar on the power of the whole event center. We're looking at sound system. There's just a lot that we can take for donations. If people want to help, contact the Chamber, get involved. So my a special thanks really goes out to Mid-American, which is BHE Renewables now, Sun Power Corporation, they're the two big donors that stepped up. Then Recurrent stepped up, Energy, and Iberdrola. Without their donations a couple of years ago, we wouldn't be standing here today. So I'm very appreciative for what they did. I'm sure more people are going to step up and want to be part of it. And once again, thanks for coming out. I just appreciate all the support the community has done, and it's going to be a great event center for our community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Terry. But now perhaps we can get a word from our Supervisor, Zack Scrivner. Big hand.
Good to be out here with you today. First and foremost, I want to congratulate Terry and Pan and the Chamber for the tremendous work that they've done. I mean, it is a volunteer position. It sometimes is a thankless job, but really, the Chamber has been, ever since they became an independent chamber, they have been focusing on enhancing the business climate in the community in Rosamond, and so please give them a huge round of applause. You guys are doing such an amazing job. This is really what the ReNewBiz program was all about, in the sense that it's a partnership between the communities and the business community and the county. We received a $1 million grant that we matched with about $300,000 to $400,000 in county road dollars to improve Diamond Street. We've gotten donations from our renewable energy companies that have been doing business in Kern County to do solar lights that are going to go up here very, very soon. And we're going to be doing the same thing in Mojave when we do the K Street program. And we've got Clipperton here from Mojave, we have folks here from Boron, and that's how this ReNewBiz program has worked. All the Eastern Kern communities have all worked together to review the grant applications and to award the grants through the county. And that's your tax dollars that are generated in Eastern Kern, and an increment of that gets put back into the community for these kinds of projects. Terry spoke about the grants that were received for the murals and also for the future construction. And so it's just such a great privilege for me to get to see some of that program come to fruition, and really it wouldn't have happened without the amazing work that these volunteers do with the Chamber. And so thank you all, God bless, and it's an honor to represent you on the Board of Supervisors. Thank you.
Big hand for Tom Lackey.
Well, thank you, everybody. It's certainly a privilege to represent you in the state capitol in Sacramento, and it's events like this that remind me why it is a privilege, because I actually get to watch some of the great things that are actually happening. You know, we live in a time when the rural parts of our state are facing different challenges than they did when I grew up. I grew up in Boron, and these are very difficult times. And I have to say that this makes me proud to see that we still have good partnerships going on. You have people who are leading this community by volunteering their time and being part of the chamber and working collaboratively with county government, state government, so that we can have facilities like these and we can build the sense of community that we all deserve, and that's why we live out here. We love this kind of atmosphere. We like the smaller circumstances, and we like to be able to celebrate together. And so that's what this community center means. It means something more than a building. It will be a magnet for community pride and remind us why we're proud to live out here. And sometimes we have the perception that we only choose to live in a rural area because of affordability. But quite frankly, we actually, those of us who live in the rural areas and grew up in the rural areas, we love being rural. And we're very, very proud of that. And that's why a lot of people, when they come to me, they say, well, why do you tell people you're from Boron? And I have to tell you, quite honestly, it's because I'm very proud of where I came from. And it's nothing to be not necessarily ashamed of, but something that you're hesitant to shout. We need to build the power of rural parts of Southern California. It is something to be proud of. And so I want you to know that I'm very proud to represent you. And right now we're facing a number of challenges, and I hope that you'll be keeping the people from Lake Isabella in your prayers. Right now they're facing real challenges. And I've also experienced the threat of, I've had to evacuate my home 3 times. And so it's very, very scary when your world is literally on fire. And so please remember those folks, and thank you for coming today, and always be proud that you're from Rosamond. Thank you.
Actual ceremony, but before we do, I just want to mention we do have food inside. We got breakfast, drinks, all kinds of food, and we got some tables out here. We'll move these chairs in the shade where you have a place to eat. Excuse me. The food has been provided by Sal's Mexican Restaurant, Crazy Autos, and also Community Cafe, sponsored by radish.org, is also supplying all the food as well, and they're inside serving all of you, and they're doing a wonderful job for the community, providing food to help fight hunger. So as soon as we get done with the groundbreaking, get in, get yourself some food, and we'll enjoy some music and a little bit of networking with each other, have some fun. So, and if I can get up also we're going to invite up our supervisor, Zack Scrivner, and our Assemblyman Tom Lackey, and we'll do the official groundbreaking with the shovels, and I'll turn that over to Terry real quick.
I just wanted to mention, Sister is the one that donated the coffee for us. We appreciate the donations from our community, from the restaurants. It's always been a great help when we do events if we can get some of the stuff donated. So we really appreciate that. We're going to do the groundbreaking now. My board of directors is here, Zack's here. Thank you for coming out. It's great that we're going to have this done. And once again, thanks to Iberdrola and Recurrent Energy for coming out. They were a big help to this event. Thanks.
Thank you, Terry. Everybody grab a shovel, yep. might know we did have to pre-soften the soil. All right, a big dig there. Let's get a foot on the end. And 1, 2, 3. There we go. There it is, the official groundbreaking of the Rosamond Event Center, 2016.
Yes, I can't wait.
I want to thank everybody for coming. Go get some food. We'll move some chairs in the shade for you, and we'll all have a good time for a little while here.
Very nice.
Mr. Supervisor, the ReNewBiz is actually happening here in Rosamond.
It is happening. We're starting to see everything come to fruition. We have the Diamond Street Improvement Project that's behind us here, the $1 million grant that we received, plus we added another $300,000 or $400,000 in county dollars to that. We have donations coming in from renewable energy companies that are going to put in the solar street lights, so it'll be illuminated at night. And now we have this great event center that we're going to have going in here, and so that was the whole concept behind ReNewBiz. It's a public-private partnership, a partnership between our business community, our nonprofits, and obviously the county to come together and improve the downtowns of our desert communities, and it's happening.
And last Tuesday at your supervisor meeting, you approved the solar streetlights.
Yes.
But then the sheriff got to the microphone and he started talking about closing the Rosamond substation. And on Thursday night, we had a full room of concerned people. Now, how realistic is the closure of the Rosamond police station?
Every June 30th, we have to adopt a preliminary budget. That's per state law. And what the county does is we take a conservative look at our revenues and what we think our expenses are going to be, and we come up with a plan for all the departments. And this year, the CAO's office is recommending a 5% reduction across the board. And the departments have to say, okay, if we took that reduction, here are some of the impacts that could happen. But we don't adopt our budget until August. And we do that because the county assessor finishes the rolls, so then we determine exactly how much we have in property tax, and also what the carry forward balances are from all the county departments that get applied to the next year. And so it's very early for us, but I do think that folks need to be aware of the fact that we've lost $68 million in revenue because of the downturn in oil prices over the last 2 years. And so there are going to be impacts throughout the county, but I know that the sheriff doesn't want to close Rosamond, and I sure don't. And so we're going to do everything we can to work together to make sure that the substation stays open. If it did close, though, it doesn't mean there would be no deputies on the street. You would still have deputies that are out here. They would just be coming out of the Mojave substation, and so there would be a little bit difference in operations, but you would still have protection. But as I said, we're going to do everything we can to make sure it doesn't happen.
Well, and thank you for your swift response on Tuesday to the sheriff, expressing your concern. And I know he knows you're concerned, but still, to reiterate it and say it helps. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Well, Penn, you, what a great day. You financially helped the chamber, and now some of this is paying off.
Yes, that's what vision we had. I live in these communities 36 years. This is my town. And we did not want this building to go to Lancaster, so we got it back, and that's what our vision was when we wanted to separate and do something for our community where it belongs.
So, are we going to have some international events on our stage here?
We're gonna try. Everything is open.
Good. Well,
we don't discriminate nothing. We want to do for our community. Whatever is good for community, we're gonna do it.
Good.
We want to make this our community as likable, and people who want to move to our community.
Good. Well, congratulations. Thanks for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, good morning, Al. This is a step forward for the community.
Yeah, it is. Glad to see it.
I think an event center is something new for Rosamond. I can't remember anybody ever suggesting it.
No, I'm glad to see it. I'm looking forward to what it's going to bring.
That's right. You have a rock band? You gonna?
No, I don't have no rock band. Not me.
The RCSD director is gonna form a rock band.
We'll get Ole Langsgard. He's in the choir.
That's right, and he plays the guitar and
Oh, he
everything.
does? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he could lead you.
Oh,
He likes to do that. Yeah.
does he? Yeah, I know he does.
Well, but it's good to see you come out and support him.
All right, thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Have a good
Bye.
week.